wrapped up the fall today. What'd you see from a 3-game Black and Gold World Series?
Well, it was kind of just the opposite of what we saw in our three scrimmages against the outside opponent. Those were super clean and really efficient on the mound. Great at bats up and down the lineup. Great defense, and then thought game one of the series, the guys competed hard, and then game two, I don't know, it wasn't a great day. I just felt like it was just lackadaisical. We didn't compete real well, and then today in the 5-inning final, I mean, we competed hard, but again, it was a lot of stuff that we didn't see in those 3 scrimmages. A lot of free bases in all 3 games. Bad base running decisions, at least 6 in the last 2 games. Some miscues, some bad at bats. So I think maybe that was a blessing too, that things went so well in the outside competition that some things were exposed that if you do that, you're gonna lose. You're gonna play poorly. You're gonna lose. Something to talk about and build on in the off season, because the quality of the play was not very good in any form or facet, and who knows, but that's how I looked at it. But like I said, I mean, today competed hard. Great to see the 2 freshmen hit a couple home runs. Colin Coonrad and Cash Campbell both hit 2-run homers, and that was the difference in the game. And the black team did a nice job. Only had 1 infield hit on the day, and it was a good win for the black team.
As you head into the fall's over now, you'll head into the winter when everybody can really get to work on adjusting both pitching and hitting. What about this team right now do you really like?
A lot of things to like. Our fall was outstanding. I don't want to paint the picture that the fall was bad in any way. I mean, we didn't have really a bad day the entire fall, and that's what I really like about this group. There's a lot of inexperience and some young guys and new guys. After the losses we suffered last year, but this group, they come to play every day. There's a lot of guys out there who love to play, which is a big bonus, and I think just the overall innate toughness is there with this group. So the off season for this team, super important. I mean, we've got so many things we have to do to improve before February 14th, and it's going to be a challenge for each and every one of those guys. I mean, a lot of weight room related challenges, hitter wise, a lot of guys that really need to improve, not just on their swing, but on decision making and pitch decision and being better dominating the zone. And I feel really good about our defense. I think when our 9 best guys are out there, we're going to be really solid defensively. And it's going to be some tough decisions on who plays with this group, and that's going to be the challenge to the guys as well. Is that if you want to play, here's your chance. You've got 3 months to get after it and really separate yourself, and that's something that right now there's a lot of brackets, and brackets make it tough on everybody, and so let's hope that we have some guys that really step it up, and there is some separation, and it's fairly clear on who's going to be the 9 that go out there the majority of the time. The pitching was outstanding up until the series, and then it reverted back to a lot of stuff that I thought all of us had thought that we kind of cleaned up, but for whatever reason here in the black and gold, there was a lot of free bases, a lot of walks, a lot of hit by pitches, stuff that we hadn't seen at all this fall. So I think the strides we made are there, and I think the strides we made are super positive. A lot of guys were off the board for the black and gold. Quite a few guys were. Get everybody healthy, and each pitcher's going to have each pitcher will have a personalized plan on what they're working on to improve this off season. Be it pitch design, velocity, whatever. All of it's going to have an emphasis on strike throwing, and and then a lot of guys with some weight room challenges, on the pitching staff as well. So, but overall, the leadership is really strong. Character is strong of this team. And, like I said, it was a fun fall for me personally. It was really enjoyable. A lot to work on, a lot to teach every day, and these guys were outstanding to work with.
And the last thing, it's about to get cold here, and you guys will move inside for the winter, which is when you guys do most of your improvement and things like that. As you stand here right now, what are the first area or two that you really feel like is the biggest focus going into the winter months?
Just continue continue the progress that we made with the pitching staff as a whole, and then the weight room for so many guys, with so many new guys and young guys, getting stronger, and guys that need to add weight, whatever it is. You usually see a big transformation in a lot of guys when they're new from now until February, and so that's going to be a huge focus for this team. And then on the offensive side, what we talked about earlier, and that's try to get this group up to speed as fast as we can, with really dominating the zone and not chasing and taking advantage of all the freebies that the opponents are going to give us. And it takes time with that. You hope it happens before the season, and it'll be an ongoing process with this team even when the season starts. But we need to make some strides with that before we get to the second half of the second semester. But I feel like we're in a good place. We came a long way, but offensively, we need to come a long way. We need to keep coming a long way to get to February where we need to be. But I like the group. I like the mentality. I think that they will. Big group of newcomers, and there's going to be guys that step up. And like today, you saw 2 freshmen step up and get the big hit. And there's a lot of talented guys out there that are going to look a lot different come February. It's just going to be a big challenge for this group, because it's not just tweaking 1 or 2 things. It's some pretty big overhauls and pretty big challenges for guys. But I think they're up to it.